I do believe it was the modern poets Chumbawamba that said it best. We get knocked down, but we get up again. You're never gonna keep us down. Hello, welcome back, Jimmy listeners. This is Christian.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Happy Monday.
And that's Bryant.
Hey.
And welcome to episode 48.
48.
And fuck me, we have got a lot of stories to tell you, or tell me.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff that's going on here.
So, I think I'm just going to go ahead and just get the elephant taken care of right now. The fuck's with the eye, dude?
You
know what? Fuck you. Hang on. Beer.
Yeah, let's drink some beer.
Hey,
I'm so sorry, everybody. I was doing electronics right now, and just saying happy Monday. How's it going? What's going on, man?
I'm beerless. That's what's going on.
Beerless, you say?
I need my cherry to be popped in a very drastic way.
Oh, yeah.
See, it excites me
cherries.
that you just kind of like reach in your chop cherries or popping cherries.
I know. I said chop cherries.
Let's chop this shit. Yeah.
There you go, sir.
Uno papaho.
Ooh, that smells really nice.
Yeah, it's a very fruity smell.
Ooh.
So, Brian, you love reading bottles. Tell the audience what we're listening, or holy shit, I can't do this. I fail podcast. What we're drinking.
We are drinking Belching Beaver Brewery Great Lay Pineapple Colada Indian Pale Ale. Ale with natural flavors.
So it is some of my favorite things together. It is pineapple, coconut, and IPA.
Nice. And it's a 6.60%.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. I love the design that's on these, though.
Yeah, they always keep... They do what we do pretty well. They keep the same logo, and they just vary it based on what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
They got the little beaver, and this time it's got a cool little green lay.
Hey, Christian. It's all about the beaver.
I love beaver.
That's what it says on the back. I even made a cast he called Pineapple Colada IPA. I could not believe how great it was. So Troy came up with a commercial recipe and brewed it. I thought, wow. Let's see. How does it look?
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it looks like an IPA. Got that golden crisp look. But the head is kind of like a white yellow. It's kind of cool. And it smells very, very pineapple-y and very, 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 very coconutty.
Coconut. What does colada mean?
Colada? Colada means you're getting drunk tonight, bitch.
What? Say what?
Means you like getting caught in the rain.
Oh, right.
Man.
If you're not into yoga and you have half a brain, if you like making love at midnight.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so now that we've killed all that time randomly pouring.
I'm
not going to lie, this was actually kind of a hard pour. It got really heady. It had a thick head this time.
Ooh, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Every week, huh? I would hope.
All right, so let's take a moment of silence, and
yes.
And then afterwards, you tell me what's going on with that weird ass eye of yours.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that's fantastic!
Holy shit!
I think I just found my new favorite.
Yeah. That's like it has a sweet aftertaste after a nice IPA.
Yeah, it's got that IPA bite you get as it's going down, and then it's smooth.
I think I just fell in love right now.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm in paradise. My mouth is like just the happiest thing. It's got this kind of creamy coconuttiness. It's got the fruity pineapple.
Yeah, the fruit was
very,
amazing.
very, very tropical. A little bit, maybe like mango-ish too.
That was the word right there. Tropical.
It's a very tropical beer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I am just in over my heels with this thing, man.
Oh my.
Even though in over my heels means nothing, we're just gonna go with it.
Yes.
Okay. So thing happened.
So the other day on Friday, I went bowling. Actually went bowling down to it's off of Indiana near La Sierra, California.
Okay.
And we found a bowling thing on Groupon. Go ahead and have 6 people to go. It was great.
Cool.
Great night. I won both games.
You whore.
Booyah!
You whore.
Booyah! So we ended up hanging out at the bowling alley, doing such and so forth. And we ended up going to a friend's house.
Okay.
We were having such a good time. One of our friends invited us over. She and him, they were like, "Hey, let's go have a few beers. Let's go hang out."
Right.
Yeah. So the La Bodegas off of Central.
Okay.
I found the Ruination.
You found the Ruination.
The IPA Stone Ruination.
Yeah, we've been having a hard time tracking that down in our area.
It was there.
We're going to have to just either go there or fuck it, just go down to Stone Brewery and say, "Listen, fuckers."
Hey.
All right,
dude,
so continue your tale of woe.
Yeah, so I was so stoked that I found a good 6-pack of Ruinations. We went over to the friend's house, hung out for a little bit, and another couple. I was with 2 couples. I was the 5th wheel.
You were like the loneliest fucker on the world.
I was the loneliest person ever.
You were on like a bullet train straight to solo jerk off in tears mode.
That's most likely what would have occurred if this didn't happen.
Wow.
To my eye. But so we were all hanging out at our friend's house, and we were at the table. One of the gentlemen bought a bottle of Hennessy. Mm-hmm. He went ahead and started going to town. I was about 2 beers deep. My Ruinations. It's amazing. Just to let you know.
But not as
I'm gonna make you a little bit
the
jealous.
Great Lave.
Yeah. Actually, this is actually really good.
Yes.
But I'm gonna make you jealous. Ruination is delicious.
I'm not jealous at all. I got this.
So I was there. Everything started going well until about 11, 12 o'clock at night. One of the couples, I'll leave names out.
John Assfucker.
Yeah, John Assfucker. His girlfriend got a little bit too drunk because she was helping him with the Hennessy bottle.
Ooh.
So she went outside because she started getting drunk, and
his girlfriend name is Lucy. Have a good time.
Exactly.
Okay.
That was a funny story. Her name starts with an L. So anyways, I'll tell you afterwards.
Haha! I get to know something you don't know. All
right. So she was feeling sick, so she went outside, and we were all like, "Come inside, go sit on the couch," and she felt more comfortable going outside, and so we let her. And we were trying to bring her in later in the night, and unfortunately, the boyfriend,
John S.
was a little bit too inebriated and didn't realize that he was starting to hit her and be very physical with her with everybody watching.
How do you not realize that? How big was the Hennessy bottle, and how fucking crazy?
It was the regular Hennessy bottle. The one that's about as tall as this Belching Beaver Brewery Great Lake.
Which, for the record, this is an entire pint.
Yes. The Hennessy bottle that's about this tall.
Okay.
That has a fat bottom.
Right.
Yeah, that one.
So like a regular size, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing was, everybody was standing in the living room, and I think he was so drunk that he didn't realize everybody could see him right through the windows, because the windows, the whole side of the house is glass. So he was out near the patio area, and he had her by the hair, smacking her in the face, and one of my friends,
one of your friends?
Yeah. So, one of my friends, she screamed. She absolutely screamed because her boyfriend went to sleep. He's an early nighter. Uh-huh. So he went to sleep around 12, and she screamed his name, and I got up because I was like, "Oh my god! Like, why are you screaming that loud?" And I saw him hitting her and grabbing her hair, and I went over, and I put my arm in between them. I was like, "Hey, like, calm down. Like, what are you doing, man?" Mm-hmm. So
you were being the hero.
Yeah, that's another. Anyways,
Anyways,
I'll tell you. something about that in a minute. So I went ahead and tried to push him apart. He backed away, grabbed her face, grabbed her by the hair while he was still holding onto her hair, and threw her head face back. So the back of her head hit the floor and she rolled.
Great.
So
we're off to a very high-spirited start of this.
Exactly. I'm so sorry, everybody. But so I went ahead and got him wrapped up. I got him under his arm and around the neck, and I just backed him away from her because I was like, "You need to get away from her." Mm-hmm. That was already enough. He already done enough. So he started tangling with me. I fell. He tripped me up. I fell with him. Smacked my face on the floor. So that's this right here. So that's concrete to face.
You're telling me that the earth punched you.
The earth was very upset with me.
Okay.
Yes, he was very upset.
How dare you get in the way of these drunkards' tale?
Yes, exactly. So I wrapped him up. I kept him on the floor, and I was waiting for him to calm down. After a while, he was saying a lot of aggressive things. I'll kill you, let me go, I'll do this, and that, and I was like, keep talking. He should
save that stuff for Valentine's Day when he really means it.
Yes, exactly. So he calmed down, we got back up, and, whoops, sorry, the gentleman that owns the house, he was like, what are you doing
John Assfucker.
Yeah, John Assfucker is the guy that was drunk.
Okay, so
the guy that owns the house, he is
James Face Liquor.
There you go.
James Face Liquor. Okay.
There you go. So he was like, "What are you doing in my house? What, you doing this, and this?" And John Assfucker went ahead and punched him in the face.
Oh man, this guy's really a cool dude.
Yeah. So I wrapped him up again, fell to the floor again, and now I have elbow scrapes.
I'm gonna have to teach you some moves, aren't I?
It was all reaction. I was just like, this guy, I just need to incapacitate this guy.
Collarbone. Drunkards can't handle the pain of their collarbone being touched.
That's fine. The Vulcan neck pinch.
Oh, fuck that shit. That don't work.
Okay. I saw Star Trek again on Netflix the other day. Great movie.
Yes.
It is actually a great movie. But
I'd give that one a 7 out of 10.
When I had him on the floor, I just said, call the cops. I'm going to hold him. I wrapped him up. I put my legs around his legs. I put my arms around his chest. He couldn't get up. And I told them to call the cops. And lo and behold, though, the lovely lady, a very good friend of mine, which is dating John Assfucker, was telling us to get away from him. Don't touch him.
As drunk girlfriends tend to when they're in that situation.
He's fine. It didn't hurt.
I liked it. I've heard that once before, too. I liked it. Oh, my God. Really? Just go be drunk over there.
So, long story short, as I just been talking for 10 minutes. Long story short, he left. She left with him. I have a black eye, and so does the owner of the house.
Yet John Assfucker walks away unscathed.
Yeah, probably unscathed.
We got nothing to do after this podcast.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyways, well, that sucks. That's horrible. Yeah. However, at least Nicki Minaj will be very proud of your anaconda skills.
Yes.
Wrapping around the dude twice now.
Exactly.
Well, one more clinky and an additional moment of silence for you so you can have another sip of this glorious beer.
Yes.
So, Bryant, the combatant.
Yeah, so, but to all the beautiful, beautiful women that are going ahead and going through these same problems, please reach out to people. And sometimes, maybe he isn't in the right. Sometimes. You know, having worked the amount of bars I have and the social lives that I've had, I've seen a lot of that, more than I really like to. In fact, to be honest, the first time it was more than I like to, but I've seen an extensive amount of it, more than I can count on, I guess, my hands. Yeah. Have to add toes to it.
And actually, just recently at a local haunt that we'll leave unnamed for proper purposes.
Yeah.
There was a young lady she got a little drunk before the boyfriend. She's like, we're swingers, and I like you, and I like you, and I like you, and I'm allowed to you. I was like, this is gonna end great, because you could see the older, because she was kind of more our age, and the boyfriend is up there in age,
like
He's like mid-late 40s. Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's quite a jump.
Yeah.
But,
so she's she's getting her thing on, and she's flashing her tits and getting all dancing and stuff on everyone, and she's like dancing with the ladies and trying to get the thing going. And they disappear into the night. And they come back later on, and it's just kind of like this weird thing of, oh, you gotta get me home. It's like, what's going on here now? Turns out they drove down, got stopped, and he was a little too inebriated to drive, so he got angry. And on the walk home, the long walk home, he's banging on her and smacking her around, and she gets to us at the bar first. So of course, like me and this really beautiful, really sweetheart young lady, we're talking about comparing like the weird life of having significant others and being at social life without significant others on a regular basis, and like just sitting out there talking about this, and all of a sudden it's like poof. Entire like casual bubble realize. We get up, we try to be friendly, and I realize that the young lady I'm talking to, who she's trying to help out the other lady, we're trying to say, she's like, I'm just up the street, walk me home. So we start walking her, and I realize that both of them are just way too drunk to be doing this. So I've got two of them, one on either arm. It's like we're saving one, and the other one's just kind of extra baggage at this point.
Yeah. And
then all of a sudden I hear from behind me, like, hey, wait up. It's like, please don't make me carry you too.
Yeah.
And here comes the boyfriend, who's quite aggressive and quite angry. And it's like, you're not fucking my girlfriend. It's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Honest to God, if I put my dick anywhere near her, I'd probably burst into flames with how much alcohol she's consumed. I can smell it. Like if there's a match anywhere in the next 10 yards, I'm afraid for my life. She may explode.
Yeah.
But yeah,
a gentle sneeze might set her off.
Yeah. Please don't fart. But no, so we got them home, and that was one of my more recent events, and it's way too common. It's way too common.
Interesting. That's the first experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first experience, like firsthand.
I would like that to be your last too.
I'm going to make it. I would hope to make it my last.
Yes.
Because, as you said, I tried to be a hero. I tried to be a hero, and
here's something I don't get: is how come you and I always have these weird events happen on the same weekends?
It's so weird, man. It's so weird.
I remember several episodes back, we actually told the stories about how you almost got arrested because your buddy wasn't driving right.
Yes, he got a DUI,
and then
unfortunate.
And then that same weekend, I believe I got stopped for my passenger not wearing a seatbelt.
That was when you got into the car accident.
No, was it?
Yeah, I think that was when you got into the car accident.
Yes, that was the car accident.
Yeah,
I think it was. Anyway, so yeah, all sorts of things happen. This weekend, I almost got arrested drastically.
What is going on? What happened?
So last Saturday night, my beautiful girlfriend Kara and I, we decided we're going to go to Jonathan, a friend of ours, mutual through Professor Elliott.
Oh, okay.
He was doing his stories to tell. His poetry jam.
Oh, very cool.
And we were there. We were hanging out. We were doing our thing. And I actually got up for the first time and read my own poetry. It was
what?
It was crazy.
How'd it go?
It went cool. It
nice.
I was very emotional, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I did that."
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
Awesome. I'm all shaky afterwards. So then, he wants everyone to go hang out at TGI Fridays. He likes to go to because it's cheap there at that hour. It's happy hour, and he wants the party to keep going. So
rum and cokes are only $4, man.
Yeah, beers were only $2.
Yeah, there it is.
And, so we went to the Rancho Cucamonga area.
Okay,
it's the big shopping center with the Bass Pro Shop and all that up there.
It's not Victoria Gardens.
Yes,
right?
Victoria Gardens.
Okay.
Fancy place.
Yeah.
So we get there, and because we have a party of 12. It's an hour-long wait.
Yeah.
So everyone's doing their own thing, and Kara and I said we're going to go off, and we can go walk. We got an hour to kill.
Okay.
So we're on our way back, and then she drops the bomb of, I really hate the food at Fridays, and I'm starving.
Yeah.
So, okay, where do you want to eat?
Yeah.
No, everyone's about to go inside. I was like, honey, we got like 15 minutes. We can go grab you something at lunch. There's a candy shop. There's a coffee shop. There's a restaurant.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, it's yours.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything you want. Just
we can
anything
go get
you
something to eat real quick.
I would
go
feel
back.
so much happier knowing that you're full and you're happy and you're content, and then go see friends. If we're the fashionably late people, that just means we're more important than the rest of them. Whatever
there
it
is.
So while we're having this back and forth, one of the local not security, but one of the local PD stops, and gets out of pulls up, gets out of the vehicle, and walks up to us. I'm like,
okay,
well, hello, officer.
Yeah,
how are you doing
how's
tonight?
it going?
Turns out he was a sheriff. And he's like, how are you doing tonight? Oh, he gives us a spiel, the typical introduction. He's like, is everything okay here? It's like, I'm looking at Kara and looking at him. Yes, unless you know of a restaurant nearby called I Don't Know.
Yeah.
And then another cop car pulls up right next to where his car was.
Really?
Yeah. And then 2 cops get out of that one. And then out of the sheriff's, another cop was in the past. Oh, no, it looked like a ride-along actually got in.
Yeah.
And he now there's 4 cops involved. And then they're separating Kara and me, asking for our IDs.
Wow.
And then continues asking what like a walkthrough of what we've been doing all night.
Yeah.
And then 2 Segway cops come up. And then a motorcycle cop comes up. And then a fucking golf cart with cops come up.
The mall cops.
No, like actual legit like city cops.
Really?
And 2 sheriff.
What happened?
Apparently, as the one sheriff was just randomly driving by, he wasn't actually on patrol there. He was just driving through.
Okay.
He saw Kara and my back and forth, our conversation.
Yeah.
And from his perspective, it looked like she was being harassed because I'm doing the typical boyfriend gesture when like she's not really communicating.
Like, what do you want?
I have my hands up my shoulders. I'm like, hey, we go here, we go here. We here or here. And she was leaning with her back face, leaning against the wall and her arms crossed. Like, I don't know what I want. And I'm sitting here just kind of like gesturing, like over this way, this way, this way. And he's sitting, he's like, well, it looked like you were about to assault this young lady. He's like, are you serious?
Seriously?
I'm like, are you serious right now? It's like, we're going to keep you 2 separated from it. And I'm looking over her and she's got this, like, her, Kara, her cute little typical smile. But she gives me a little wave. She's like, hi, everything's okay. This is weird. And I'm just shaking my head. And so then they swap me out for like straight out of puberty cop, right? And he's sitting here saying the exact same things over and over again, and I'm like, dude, you don't have nearly enough experience to deal with someone like me.
Yeah.
He's like, so tell me what's going on tonight. I was like, well, I was gonna go feed her, but you guys ruined that. Now she's gonna go hungry, and she's not gonna want to go eat because she's not gonna want to abandon her friends, which all of them were just down, not even a quarter block down, looking at us. Our entire group.
God.
I'm looking at the cop. I'm like, you see all them? Go talk to them. All of them. They're with us. We're with that group right there, and they wouldn't. Yeah. So we're sitting there for about 15 minutes and them asking on repeat, what's going on tonight? Are you how do you know her? Do you know her name? Do you know where she lives? I'm like, really? This is way too much.
Yeah, with
a smile. I'm telling young cop, I'm like, listen, you've asked me the same questions on repeat, and they've been answered. It's like, well, I'm trying to see if you'll give me the same answer. See, you just explained to me what you're trying to do. Don't do that. I know, I'm teaching him now.
Yeah.
It's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't tell them what you're trying to coax out of me, because that's not how you do it. But, to be completely honest, that's my girlfriend. We're trying to eat. You're ruining it. You're making me a little bit on the cranky side.
Yeah.
So back the fuck up. So, old sheriff switches, and he's giving me the ultimatum of, you either need to calm down or we're going to take you in. It's like, you're not going to take me in because I've broken 0 laws. This is actually now past the harassment line. I genuinely would like to inform you that you have taken this way too far.
Yeah.
You've taken our IDs. You've obviously had them run because you're holding them again. You got them back from the person who went in the car to check them out. This guy's been asking me the same questions. And my girlfriend there is now folding her arms, and she never folds her arms. So she's not comfortable. We've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You're pushing too hard trying to find something that way you get something out of this. You're not. So I really hope we can call it quits here.
Yeah.
And this long pause in silence, and he looks at me and says, have you had anything to drink tonight, sir? I was like, yes, I've had 2 cups of espresso. One of them was poured over the top of a thing of ice cream. It was fantastic. You should go get one.
Yeah. That's pretty slick.
Another long pause. He hands me my ID back, walks over, hands Kara her ID back, asks her a couple more questions, and she just kind of shrugs her shoulders. And it seems like she was just like feeding off of me. But by the point that he walks away from me, goes to her, I go from my typical charismatic smile to, that fucker. That fucker's making her uncomfortable. I want to take his anus and rip it and put it over his head like a new hoodie.
Yeah.
And then finally they let us go. But of course they all sit there blocking the walkway, just like watching us to see what we do.
to go back to Fridays.
Right? Yeah. And then we go inside, and the Segway cops are like ordered to like keep. I shoot the Segway cops.
I love how you're calling them Segway cops.
The Segway cops. They're fucking popos on Segway. One of them had the big Trek Segway, the lazy fat man Segway.
Oh shit!
So you can't even fall off that shit. And the other one's got the one with no handle, so he's just kind of like, yeah.
What's
fucking Segway?
What was
bitch.
that movie with the mall cop?
Paul Blart.
Yeah, Paul Blart. Was it that Segway?
Yeah.
The one with the full-on handlebar?
Yeah, the full-on. But no, until we went into Fridays, they were like hovering, thinking like I'm gonna randomly just start flailing, just like I'm going like a murder place. Like, listen, Jonathan, I loved your fucking poetry, and just start bashing his head in.
Yeah.
No,
I love poetry
it was
that
bizarre.
much.
It was stupid.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
We're gonna move on to news and shit.
Oh,
that's what
all
we're
right.
gonna fucking do.
And cheers to y'all.
So that's the story of Kara's empty tummy and your wonderful beauty.
Yes.
I would like to talk to you about a new idea I had, and actually an idea that I got from a dear friend of ours, Alex, a wonderful voice actor.
Oh, yes. I've met this gentleman before.
We've spoke about
actually a few times.
We spoke about entrepreneurship, and it came up with the idea of what people who can't really cook do? Just buy some deep fryers, and they should open up a restaurant next to a restaurant.
There you go.
Such as a McDonald's.
Ooh.
Or Taco Bell. Or something else.
There you go.
And you go, and you on the menu, you have like an overpriced exact same thing, like an overpriced Big Mac. Okay, cool. You send someone next door, get a Big Mac. Come back, dip in some batter, fry that shit, serve it. There you go. we call it Murica. Murica the diner.
That's what I call it.
Yeah, and if you're thirsty, we'll go next door, get you a nice ice-cold Coca-Cola, which actually I found it funny that a lot of people believe that the Coca-Cola from McDonald's, out of the fountain of McDonald's, tastes way better than the Coca-Cola from just about any other place in the world.
Really?
And I have a theory that they actually get to buy a top dollar syrup.
I
can imagine that being a thing.
I do not concur with that.
You do not?
I do not. The best Coca-Cola comes from Mexico, my friend, in a glass bottle bought in... Actually, any kind of convenience store.
Because that shit's from like the 70s, back before it was all like mass-produced.
Yeah. It's so good. I don't know what is in that Coca-Cola, but it...
Cocaine.
Maybe. Maybe there's like remnants still from the bottom of the barrels that actually came from the original warehouse.
A little bit of cocaine in your system get you jumping.
Yeah, there it is. But I love them. I absolutely love them.
But yeah, think of it. You go ahead and you stamp your Murica restaurant next to like an Archibald's.
Murica. I like it. Murica.
Go get one of those. Like, I'd really like one of those poppy seed salads, but I like a Murica style. And they just like roll it into a ball, and it's like a big fried salad ball.
Oh my god, that would be so fucking gross.
You plant it, even worse. You plant your restaurant next to a Whole Foods. They go in, they get a fucking whole avocado. Just deep fry the avocado, skin and all.
Is that horrible? That doesn't sound horrible.
Actually, I can make you a tempura. I make a.
We just went from crazy to actually making something.
Yeah, check this out. I did a job as a limo driver and a security job once for a guy who is really big up in Alaska.
Nice.
And as a tip,
Alaska.
We'll
have to talk.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that off air. Okay. But as a tip, he sent me 5 live lobsters. Like,
awesome.
Big motherfuckers. And not from his company, from his favorite place, from Maine. So they show up in this big styrofoam container. And they got like seaweed and stuff in there and stuff to keep them fed and keep them like nourished.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think they were alive because I didn't know I was getting these fuckers. I just got a phone call saying someone needed to be home at the hours of such and such.
Yeah.
So I
confirmation.
I cut like a million things of like security tape, pop it open. I was like, oh, it's a little guy. And I pick him up and I was like, oh, they still have the rubber bands. Oh, fuck, it's moving.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. I was about to like smash it down. So like, no, kill it. And I'm holding him by the tail. I was like, okay, the giant cockroach is alive. It's past. I'm good with it now. So I'm looking at it like, actually, you're kind of cute.
Did you name it?
No, I didn't name it. So my at the time girlfriend, who will remain unknown, she came home from work, And I thought it'd be fun just to kind of let them roam around the house.
Yes.
So you have all these.
Good job.
You have all these little lobsters with rubber bands and with Ava was a puppy. All of them just kind of chilling out, walking around the kitchen on the tile, and Ava just kind of on her tummy, just kind of like sniffing one nose to nose.
Yeah.
And I walk out and around the corners like, honey, we have a cockroach problem. I should call Orkin or something, huh? And she's like, what are you talking about? She walks the corner like, oh my God, are those alive? Oh my God, are we going to eat them? Oh, tell me we're going to eat them. I was like, fuck. She just like went from like freak out to like perfection in like no time flat.
Yeah, that was all in one scream.
Yeah, so we did. We did exactly that. We cooked up some of the tails, and then we had one extra that wasn't going to go to anyone, so I thought hors d'oeuvres. So I had a buttload of avocados from a friend of mine who owns a bunch of avocado trees.
Nice. Very cool.
And I have them, and I hollowed them, and then I took the lobster meat from one of them, all the leftover lobster meat, shredded it up, mixed it up, made it into a lobster salad, and then I put that into the halves. Then I rolled the halves in egg and stuff, and then I tempura fried them as an appetizer. And it was actually really good. I like the appetizer more than the actual lobster we ate.
Dude, that sounds fucking phenomenal. I just want to rub it on my face. My face.
Then everyone, stick around. 2019, Chimichanga Superstar themed cookbook coming out.
Oh, there you go.
2019. That's when it drops.
Hey, nice.
I want to be able to like flesh out all the recipes and go have some fun. And I actually I want to get the assholes over at Food Beast in on this shit.
Ooh, there it is.
I want them to write a few of my recipes, such as my pulled pork barbecue donuts.
Well, sir, I have a growing avocado plant in my backyard.
I have a growing jalapeno plant upstairs.
Dude, we should just make our own farm.
We should.
A Chimichanga Superstar farm.
Fuck you, it's fresh.
Organic. Yeah. Oh, that was amazing.
I don't know where that came from. It just kind of came out of my head.
That was amazing. And that is our slogan. I will start graphic designing right now.
Fuck you, it's fresh. I noticed a lot of our promo work has the word fuck in it, doesn't it? Hell, the name of my cookbook has the name fuck right on the front label.
There you go.
Anyways, so back to newsy stuff.
Yes.
What else do we got? Okay, I want to talk a little bit about something that happened that was pretty big. I want to talk about the VMAs.
The VMA Awards?
Video Music Awards.
Oh, all right. I didn't even know that was going on.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus hosted.
Oh,
and she
really?
Yeah, and she did exactly what Miley Cyrus does nowadays. She wears hardly anything.
Yes. Okay. That was exactly what I was.
I just kind of want to note that at one point it almost kind of felt like the VMAs were like fucking like WWE for a second there.
Nice.
Miley Cyrus was off on the side. She just got introduced. She just introduced something, and Nicki Minaj came up and she won an award.
Okay.
And while Cyrus is off on the side stage,
what did Nicki Minaj win an award for? If I may ask,
I don't remember what the award was, but it was for her song and her video Anaconda.
My lord,
which is essentially porn.
Yeah,
it's really like
2 clicks away from being porn.
No, it's a half a click away from being porn. I looked at that thing thinking like, this is fucking horrible. People are gonna jerk off to it. And then after I got done jerking off to it, I kept thinking to myself, you know what? They gotta stop making this shit. Nicki Minaj actually called out Miley Cyrus saying, I think it was, oh god, what she said? She said something like, "This bitch, back to this bitch over here who had a lot to say about me on the media." And I'm just like,
damn.
Okay, I can't tell if this is scripted or not until I saw what Miley Cyrus' face looked like, and she was kind of like, "What?" Like she was all smiles,
shit.
And then once she said that, she turns over, she's like, "What?" Like she's shocked.
Oh shit!
And then I mean, I shit you not, it felt like when I say it felt like WWE, I honestly thought that like freaking
people the famous were gonna start fighting.
Yeah, well, no, I thought Taylor Swift was gonna come running out in like a luchador mask, and she's gonna like rock bottom Miley Cyrus, and then freaking what's her name, Rebel Wilson, the one who actually gave the award to Nicki Minaj. I expected her to like just like take a steel chair and just bash Nicki Minaj down, and like her and Miley Cyrus are gonna team up and like win like the VMA World Champion belt.
The ring comes out of the floor with smoke.
Fucking ding, ding, Undertaker comes out and it becomes a ladder match.
Oh,
I have no idea what the hell was going on. It felt so scripted. It really did. Except for Miley Cyrus's face, which that could just be like they just didn't tell her.
Yeah.
So, but it really did. But then what I found really ironic is not directly, but shortly afterwards, Kanye West gets up on stage and speaks like one of the long.
What does Kanye have to say?
He wasn't even like a musical performer. He was just babbling. I'm willing to bet that
I'm the best thing in the world
because he's now able to like take from his girl's like trust fund. He's probably was like able to just like spend his money and her money. He's like, I'm gonna buy some time at the VMAs.
Oh my god!
He's up there talking about like how
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's up there. And he gets up there and he admits right off the bat, it's like I smoked a little weed before I got up here, but hear me out in this. And he's talking about how Hollywood is so fake and everything is so scripted.
Oh, shut up, Kanye.
And he even went on to say right after that event I just described to you about how even MTV tries to play off all these rival things, and he says, look at how many commercials were saying that Taylor Swift was going to be giving me my award, was going to be introducing me. It's like, okay, he has a point there.
Okay.
So he goes through all these long things with his very long pauses in between. So he'd be talking like this, and then all of a sudden it's like,
I'm cool. I'm like picturing in his head that Kanye's just sitting there like rapping one of his old songs.
Fuck you, I'm the greatest.
Like graduation
no one
day.
Like me, I'm Jesus. I mean, all that jazz, all that bullshit. And then it comes down to at the very end of the day, I can hear Ava the Chimmy Dog directly above us barking.
Yes.
Her tiny little feet.
Oh.
Anyways,
I miss Ava.
He decides to throw out and announce his official run for 2020 presidential campaign.
Really?
Kanye is going to run for president.
I'm
directly after saying that he regrets not having worn his leather T-shirt.
Yep, there it is. It almost reminds me of Idiocracy.
Right?
To go ahead, he would be president in Idiocracy. Just shooting off an AK in the field.
What? I can see it. But I want to remind you of one thing. You remember the movie Fifth Element?
Yes, one of my faves.
The president was, in fact, the bully from Friday.
He was Debo!
Yeah.
Debo!
Debo became fucking president of the future.
I absolutely love that movie. And I will say, Bruce Willis and, my God, I forget her name. Mila Kunis. Not Mila Kunis.
No, Mila Jovovich.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong Russian name.
Yes. But, amazing movie.
Yes.
One of my top fives.
Mila used to be like my jerk-off fantasy of all time.
Really?
Yeah, she really used to be.
Oh, when she's like naked and they put the straps right over her.
See, I'm not even remembering her from that. I remember her from the first Resident Evil movie.
Oh yeah. Even okay. All right. Let me take a step back. I have played 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, and Resident Evil 5.
Okay, you know what? We need to hit 6 in co-op because that shit sucked. That game sucked, but I've never played that game with a co-op mode.
Okay. Well, a lot of the games, personally, after 3, things started getting a little all over the place. Veronica was very much still to its core of Resident Evil, but when I saw the first movie come out and I saw the liquor, and it was, I was like losing my goddamn mind.
I'm gonna lick you. Actually, you know what? The first Resident Evil movie was the only one I liked. The second one I still had fun with.
Yeah, the
then
other
it
ones
just went to like,
yeah,
what the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck are you doing this? And then they have like so many out now, and they're currently filming another one.
Really?
Yes.
Oh god.
I think it's called like Endgame.
When the thing with it was the story was so different from the video games. I understand that the directors or is it directors or producers that actually go ahead and claim the creativity?
It's usually producers have more of the in post.
Okay.
Directors during the actual production of it, they tend to be the big name, the big honcho.
Okay.
And the production company will tend to take all the blame when it wins, but they'll blame the director when it fails.
There you okay. I think really the producer is the one that does most of the work, because whoever does the most work is the one that's usually getting in the hot seat or the scapegoat.
Well, the director does the most work.
Yeah.
But I guess it depends. You know what? I'm going to take that back. I think it depends on each production. You know. But I think what made the first one so good was Marilyn Manson behind the helm of the music.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, the music...
first one's music really helped with the mood.
It was completely ominous.
Oh, yeah.
It was completely ominous when... yeah. But, I love the video games, but I would have loved it to be a little bit more like the video games.
Yeah.
But that's you know what? It goes to the point of, like, book readers. You know, the loyal book readers going ahead and watching movies and saying, it's not like the book, so I guess I'm in the same boat when I go ahead and say, I would have loved those to be a little bit more like the video games. A little bit more.
Okay.
Like storyline wise.
What I would have liked is instead of having it the way it was done later on, to where the first one kind of felt like it was doing kind of like this parallel story.
Yeah.
I would have really loved the idea of, like, this is a story that's going on while the other things are happening, and you never wind up getting the characters. But then the second
that would have been
that
amazing.
Then they start slapping these characters in there, and then they just start throwing them in over and over again, and don't actually pay any homage to where they're from. They just give them the name and very vaguely give their look.
Yeah.
And I was very disappointed. And then they give Mia Jovovich superpowers.
Yeah. And
then they take them away.
They tried to go ahead and do Code Veronica. Yep. They tried to go ahead and implant her, and they did that concept of it, or give her the T virus or the G virus, or
she can do telepathy and telekinesis.
Because in Resident Evil 2, it was the T virus. And then later on, it turned
G virus.
It was G virus.
I think it was G to T actually.
Yeah. So, but I absolutely.
What I didn't like about it
games.
is when they did give the superpowers. At first, it was like, oh my god, she's like a freaking superpowered god.
Well, yeah.
And then all of a sudden they move on, and then they don't even give you any more story of what happened in between. It's like, bam, now America's just desert. Okay, I guess that happened, and she can't really control her powers that well because even though when we last saw her, she's like fucking like making shit happen.
Yeah,
she's looking at a camera and a security guard behind a screen is blowing up.
That actually, I didn't like that scene.
Neither did I.
I didn't like that scene.
But then there's no actual connection there.
See,
but then all of a sudden it's like she's in the desert, and it's like just like stopping birds is like a difficulty.
Yeah,
so it's stupid.
Yeah, but I was actually. The only interesting thing I found about the birds was that I was actually really excited to see birds because that was one of the most difficult foes in Resident Evil 2. Yep. When you see the crows for the first time smash through the... Well, actually, the licker smashes through the window, but the crows do too.
Actually, that starts with the dogs in the first game.
Yeah, the dogs, and then you see a shark, and then the huge moth in number 2.
Oh my god, that fucking shark!
Yeah, the shark was just absolutely devastating to my psyche when I was young.
Right? It's like, oh shit, I'm wading deep in water. It's like fucking Jaws, zombie Jaws.
I will say, there was 2 parts in Resident Evil 2 that made me just jump. My heart wanted to come out of my ass.
Are we talking the movie or the game?
The video game.
Sweet.
Yes.
Let's do it. Which is getting the high def treatment soon.
Really? Resident Evil 2?
Resident Evil 2, my favorite in the franchise, is getting remade.
Are you kidding me? That's my favorite game.
That was the most dork high five.
I almost smacked the mic, so I was like, but when you're in the police station going ahead and the liquor smashes right through the window, I've never been so scared playing a video game. In my life.
I didn't even know what that was.
Dude,
like
you didn't even have time to know what it was.
I'm sitting there screaming, what the fuck are you? 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 No. Nope. The game is now nope. The game is back the door I was at, and pray to God I don't die. I don't care if I don't get to the end of the game, as long as that thing specifically doesn't kill me.
Let me see if you catch this one. The sound effect of what this was. Did you catch it?
No.
The spiders.
Oh, the big-ass giant fucking spiders.
The big-ass giant fucking spiders. I have arachnophobia to, like, big spiders. Not, like, small spiders. I understand people have, like, really bad arachnophobia. But, like, if I see a spider that's, like as big as my thumb, I'm going to be like, dude, I'm sorry, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm dipping. Where are you guys coming with me?
Hey, guess what I'm doing for the rest of my life? Not this.
Yeah. So, yeah. But I would love to see if they made Resident Evil 2 an actual movie with Claire and Leon.
Oh yeah, they should do that. Yeah. But more than that, they need to do.
They were in the movies though.
What I really liked is how in 5 and 6 they actually made the games co-op. I love that.
Resident Evil 0 was actually the first co-op.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was on GameCube.
Yes.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
But what I really like to see is a co-op version of that game to where at those rare moments where you cross paths, you get to actually be like, all right, pick up a control and play this shit. Oh. Or someone plays as a little girl and they actually change the dynamics of, she can't pick up a gun. Could you imagine that? Playing Resident Evil and actually not being able to defend yourself?
Yeah, they did that for a split second in Resident Evil 2 with the little girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Imagine that being the entire time you're playing. That's how you play.
That's straight Silent Hill, though.
Right?
Yeah. I never got the courage to go ahead and play those games.
Oh, I love Silent Hill games.
See, I saw
those games fuck with my psyche. So
I saw the PR.
I'm so mad about the Kojima leaving the new one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The one where he was going to be working with what's his name? The director, the guy who did Pacific Rim.
It's not
and Hellboy, the director.
Del
Toro.
Okay.
Guillermo del Toro. He was working with him with Kojima.
Okay.
And because Kojima left Konami, the whole thing kind of went belly up.
That happens when the creative mind,
Which the new Metal Gear Solid 5 just came out, and I'm hearing it is fucking phenomenal.
Really?
I'm hearing it is absolutely phenomenal, and they're saying that this is a near endless game. People are just gonna play the hell out of it.
Nice.
There's
Very
so
cool.
many hidden Easter eggs.
Ooh.
There's so many things. Like if you're playing the game and you miss a portion of the story, you play a portion of the story, you probably missed half of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Are they they going Mass Effect, or are they going type of Oblivion on
it? Imagine an open world type scenario for Metal Gear instead.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
we're taking remember Metal Gear Solid 3 with Snake Eater, where you are
I'm gonna blow your world right now.
Haven't played it. I already saw it in your face.
Yeah, I've never played any of them.
They're taking the idea of that, of you being out there on your own, and taking it to a whole new level. You are out in an open fucking world, man.
Nice.
You can get on a horse or in a jeep or fucking in a mech, and you
they're going Grand Theft Auto on it.
A little bit.
I told you, man. All the games are going towards open field.
Fuck! Look at the next Zelda.
Yeah, dude. We need to play that though.
Dude, we need
on the real.
I'm gonna play that with
I'm
my
gonna cover
dick
the mic and just talk to you personally.
Excuse me, audience. Excuse me. Hey, Brian, we need to play that game. Anyway, but yeah, rumor has it that Mass Effect, the new Mass Effect game, is even going to be very, very open world. You're going to have an entire open world. Each planet area is going to be an entire open area.
That's right. We talked about that recently.
Yeah.
Or not recently. Probably not recently. But I remember you talking about that.
Speaking of video fucking games, a trailer was recently dropped that was actually now I know is the opening cinematics for Halo 5 Guardians.
Okay.
And holy jizz buckets. I posted that shit.
Of jizz.
I posted that shit on Jiminy on our social pages.
Nice.
You guys need to all check it out.
Is it?
It's got Nathan Fillion.
Okay.
It's got the entire Fireteam Osiris.
Okay.
And it's kind of them in their first mission at the very beginning of the game.
Straight first time Spartans.
Not first time. They look like they've been at it for a little while.
Okay.
But they're new Spartans, yeah.
Okay.
They're the new breed. Where you don't need to be born and raised in the special training program. You could actually just be a soldier, and they have new, safer augmentations.
Oh shit.
So it's with later on when Locke and Master Chief are going to go at it, you're going to have old school, new school, all up in each other's face.
Oh shit!
But
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So
I love that old school versus new
Spartan
school.
2s versus Spartan 4s. It's gonna be crazy, dude. But what's really great about this is the whole thing starts out with Osiris is kind of getting their mission orders about how they're looking for Dr. Halsey and her captive, or the person who's holding her captive, the main elite rebel guy.
Okay.
And in true Spartan fashion, they don't even land their pelican. They just jump out the fucking thing. And they're falling, free falling, as the Covenant rebels are like fighting something else. Yeah. And they're just free falling through this whole thing. And they don't even like land on a ship. They don't land on the ground and like Iron Man style go king. They straight up land on the side of the hill and start running down it with the momentum of their fall and just start killing everything on the way down.
Fuck,
and
man.
There's one solid shot of like the entire team, like Nathan.
That's
Fillion's,
the video.
Yes, Nathan Fillion's character Buck.
Thing.
He's got a shotgun, or what I call Lucille, my favorite weapon in the Halo franchise. Every time, okay, if you and I ever playing Halo, and I ever say I got Lucille or hello baby, understand everything around me is fucking dead.
There it is.
I am a short to mid range player. I'm not. I'm not a long to mid range. I'm
an assault rifle type of player.
I'm an assault rifle shotgun guy.
Nice.
I'm going to be shooting at you, and here's my favorite combination: assault rifle shotgun. Why? I'm going to shoot at you coming in and fucking take down your shields.
Yeah.
And then my shotgun, whether your shields are up or not, are going to be taking you out.
Yeah.
And I'm moving on to the next guy.
Are you a run at them while you're shooting at them?
No, okay. Say you're my target, right?
Yep.
I'm not running at you while I'm shooting at you. I'm already done with you by the time I'm close enough to you. I'm about to run past you to the next guy.
Okay.
That's the way I am. I'm thinking in path. When I move in these kind of games, I'm thinking this is my path. This is where I'm going. I will change when I need to, but this is where my goal is.
Dude, I have been playing Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. I bought it 3 days ago, and I've actually been playing on Origin for a while, but I got it on PS3. Amazing with a controller. If
world of difference.
If anybody knows how to go ahead and create a key, not a keygen, but if they know a really good controller,
that can keyloggers. A mod.
Yeah,
a mod.
Yeah, that can go ahead and let me play online with a controller. I'd pay you. I'd pay you to fucking help me out. Like honestly, because I play with a lot of friends on Origin.
If I still had my PS3, you and I would hop on together because I got so good at that game.
Dude, I
was an engineer on the regular.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Engineers are fucking badass.
Fucking send my drone out, and then the moment that they do that, I'm fucking taking their shit down and jumping in on them.
Yeah.
And everyone hated it because I remember everyone around me would always go running full on into a corridor. And I'm like, nope, corner. Cut the corner. Cut the pizza.
Dude,
corner,
I'm loving my adept right now. A human adept. Yeah. But I don't have the characters as I do in my Origin. I'm on on PS3. I only have humans right now.
But I'm
already level 16.
I had a human engineer. I had an Asari adept, and then I had my Krogan Death Train. My Vanguard.
There it is. Vanguard's a beast, man.
I only cared about one move. In your face, motherfucker.
In your face, motherfucker. Shotgun.
Shotgun, exactly.
Boom.
Exactly.
In your face, motherfucker. Now take this shotgun.
So once we get Jiminy Studios up and running, what we really need to do, you and I need to get the Halo anthology game.
Cool.
We're going to stream and record and let everyone see your first and my expert history combined, and we're going to multiplayer that shit. But you have to promise me we're going to do this shit on Legendary.
Hell yeah. No. I wouldn't expect anything less.
And we're going to show the world exactly what it's like when someone first enters the Halo world and when someone fucking knows the Halo.
I played Halo 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're missing 4.
I haven't played... I played multiplayer ODS, but other than
ODST, you know what? Everyone hates that game. That's one of my favorite games.
Dude, I actually never played the campaign.
That is actually Nathan Fillion's character in Halo 5, Buck. He's actually the head of the firing squad, that team.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the campaign, so. But the multiplayer, I used to have an apartment off of Rimpaw Street in Corona, California.
Sweet. Dude.
And it was called Monday Madness.
At
my apartment over these two lovely... They were in their 50s, but they were lesbian ladies. They were nicest fucking ladies I've ever met in my life, but I made their life a living hell.
Well, it was young.
I told them that the first time I moved in. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm 24, I'm young, and this is my first apartment. and she was completely okay with it. Unfortunately, later on, she was not.
Right.
Because I had much more energy than she thought I did.
Ooh.
Sexually and party-wise.
Such vigor.
Yes. But, well, what can you say? But,
well,
yeah.
Happy lesbians aside, we are definitely going to halo it the fuck up because this video just fucking... I can't stop saying the word fuck. I'm so excited.
Fuckity fuck.
I guess the next thing I want to talk about is something cool. Is there's a company which name eludes me because I forgot to put it in my notes.
Yeah,
they've made a new body armor, and it doesn't seem like it's not good for bullets right now. It's not good for like military purposes, but it is fantastic for something else. People have taken to this thing with baseball bats, with clubs, with sticks, with fucking staves, and they have like just wailed on each other.
Nice.
There's now a full head-to-toe body armor that you can go full-on gladiatorial combat shit on.
Is it like Kevlar, like Daredevil style?
It's a little thicker than that. It's kind of like old-fashioned armor meets modern-day technology.
Interesting.
Head to fucking toe. And these people were seriously going at it. And at one point, they show them they're holding like pirate cutlasses. Another point, they're holding broadswords. They're smacking each other with staves. They got eskrima sticks and going crazy on each other. The one guy gets hit in the head with a baseball bat and doesn't even flinch.
Yeah.
Now, they're talking about like, oh, well, think about the application this could have and this thing. You know, here's where I look at it. Let's think realistically. Here's where we are in the world. We enjoy violence. We enjoy this kind of stuff. But we also don't want to be sick, twisted motherfuckers.
Yeah.
We get these guys in these armors, and they paint them up to look like they're being sponsored by a company or whatever they're doing. And we can now have gladiatorial combat as an actual sport.
Bring it back.
Bring actual modern-day sport.
What was that show called that had gladiator? Was it called Gladiators?
American Gladiators?
American Gladiators.
Yeah, but they weren't even gladiating. They weren't even fighting like in the same sense.
No.
This time they're going to go like full bore, like I'm going to knock you the fuck out.
Hey, it's a new age gladiator. Ooh, there you go. Call it that. Look at a new age gladiator.
Right?
Yeah,
but by having sponsors and stuff, now we're gonna finally have like we can possibly abolish war with this shit.
Maybe.
Think about it this way: you get make the Olympics something bigger, or not even the Olympics, but make a different event where these two countries are in conflict. You get this country's best and this country's best. Armor them up, send them out. The winner wins.
Yeah,
the winner wins the conflict. And you can't enter. You can't enter for like another 12 years or something like that.
Yeah, I can go ahead and see nobles or nobility, elitist, not liking that.
Fuck them.
Because they want to go ahead and annihilate the entire other whatever, you know. But, you know, I'm old-fashioned. I just watched Braveheart for the first time yesterday, so... Yeah.
All I know is we gotta start saving up early right now so we can get our own gladiator in on this shit.
Nice.
I will
be that fucking gladiator.
This is my honest prediction. I honestly think that's what's gonna happen. I think we're gonna have gladiatorial combat become a major sports event in this world in our lifetimes now.
Yeah, maybe. As they all say, history repeats itself.
Yes, it does.
Yes, history repeats itself. And it's going to be fucking awesome.
So here, episode
Russell
48.
Crowe, yes.
Episode 48, I make another prediction. And how many predictions have I actually been accurate on so far?
Quite a few. I'm going to say 1 out of 3 you've been completely accurate on.
And some of those still haven't, a lot of those still haven't come to fruition yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. The Spider-Man Disney thing, anyone could have called that one.
But you were right about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yes,
so yes, gladiatorial combat. I'm a genius. Listen to me and, buy stock in Jimmy because, we're fucking worth it.
Exactly.
We predict your future.
Ooh.
Yes, ooh.
Oh.
Oh my goodness golly.
Oh goodness golly.
I guess I want to move on to another one is there's a dirty cop in Philadelphia.
Really?
And this video's made the rounds.
Uh-oh. What did he do?
Pulled someone over for having expired tags. And then he pulls out like some like event tickets that he wants to sell the guy. That's like a fundraiser for the cops program. He's like, $10 each, buy 3 tickets, I let you walk.
So the cop is bribing.
He's extorting the guy, yeah. He tells him directly, buy the tickets or I take your car. Now,
is that what fucking America's come to?
And then after the guy in the driver's seat, because he's got his phone on record and it's in his cup holder.
Oh my god!
Genius, by the way.
Yeah.
Always record anything. Not even just cops, anything of that nature. Make sure you keep yourself protected.
Yes.
Make sure you're smart about it, too.
Yes, honestly, we love you guys. We love our listeners and anybody that's going ahead and just listening on the ready.
Do not shout out, I'm recording you, I'm recording you. A lot of people take that as a threat and it aggravates the situation.
I just want everybody to be safe.
Yes.
That's what it is. I just want everybody to be safe. Make sure you go ahead and take proper precautions.
Yeah. But anyway, so the cop himself, directly afterwards, he tells the guy, like, what's with the faggot-ass windshield wipers? And the driver says, plain and simple, my grandmother died of breast cancer. So it's in honor of her.
That was fucked up.
And the cop says, well, get rid of that shit, or I'll pull you over again.
Because of pink windshield wipers?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Right. I don't have anyone that's too near and dear to me that's died or suffered from breast cancer, but I do believe that anyone who's had something like that traumatic in their life, they have the right to actually wave that flag. So that cop needs to fucking go away.
Yeah. Not even. Okay, well, if that is the entire reason, because you know how much of a story can be created nowadays. The internet is full of them, but at the same time, for him to go ahead and just pull over like a regular person, to, just for having pink like windshield wipers,
right?
So like,
I mean, let's be completely honest. One day I'm going to be at a courtroom, and they're going to have a legitimate reason for that. It's like, you are a filthy fucking human being, and you are a degenerate to the society. You should be ashamed of yourself. Like, I plead guilty.
That's all you say. Well, we haven't asked that question. I plead guilty.
I plead guilty. We haven't asked if you feel that way. We haven't even told you what you're guilty of. I thought you were calling me guilty of being a piece of shit. No, that's me.
Oh, I see. Anyways, go on. Go on, Judge.
Good. Okay, what am I here for? You got $20,000 in unpaid parking. Oh, yeah, I sold my car.
Friggin' liar. I have a lot of unpaid parking tickets.
Right?
Be gentle.
Right? I don't know. You know what's actually really funny is a lot of people are going crazy about cops these days, but what we really need to pay attention to are oh my god, I lost train of thought. I just brain farted on air.
Ethics laws are a boat sailing through a sea of ethics.
Continue.
No, I'm like no, it's the truth though. I'm in a environmental law class right now, and I actually read that from a quote that law is a boat soaring through a sea of ethics.
Okay.
So, but what were you going to say?
I was going on about how everyone in the media needs to be held a little bit more tight than the cops these days.
Interesting.
My honest opinion.
Interesting.
I don't not want to say the dude's name because he's been brandished.
It wasn't the guy, huh? It wasn't the guy. Save me, senpai.
Oh God, no. we're gonna say when we find that guy at a convention. Okay, I'm gonna be at the booth. I'm like, Bryant, hold the booth.
What was I'm going to get him. The Ravenclaw hammer? Oh, the Ravenclaw. I'm sorry. That's a whole nother topic.
Anyways,
yes. I'm sorry. The Ravenclaw hammer. You are fucking awesome. See you soon. What were we saying?
The gentleman who got fired from his position at a news studio and opened fire and killed a reporter and his cameraman.
Holy fuck!
You haven't heard about that?
No.
A gentleman whose name I'm not going to brandish his name because I'm not going to give him any power.
Yes.
He actually was a bit of a fucktard. He's a bit of a fuck douche.
Okay.
And
hasn't read a book in a few years.
Well, he was always like threatening people. Like he's talking about how, well, I'm a gay black man, and he took too much power from feeling a victim by that kind of thing.
Okay.
And he also was one of those guys who everything had to be politically correct.
Okay.
And it was released afterwards about how he wrote a letter, like a 16 to 20 page letter about how a restaurant he attended regularly. Pardon me. He wrote a letter about how they need to not say "have a good day." They need to say "thank you" to the customer because it's disrespectful. I spent my hard-earned money and I spent my time ingesting their food and their services, and it's like people like that.
It's a little bit much, yeah.
So the media is doing all this time about taking. So I gave you just a tidbit, just so you kind of get an idea why this guy is like kind of gold for the media. Just a tidbit, so you can get that idea.
Yeah,
the media is like going all about his history, his life, his boyfriends, all the things about
social
him,
media.
Meanwhile, they're not saying a single thing about the 2 people that got shot.
Ain't that a damn shame?
The 2 people that got shot desperately deserve to be more important than the shooter.
Yeah,
he is now infamous.
Yeah,
and no one even knows their names.
And he doesn't even have lightning powers.
It doesn't even have lightning powers.
No.
Talk about the lightning powers real quick. What
Infamous.
Oh, Infamous. That's what you were going about.
He's not that cool, everybody. He's not that cool.
See,
he didn't survive an electronic blast and attain electricity powers. No, he's not that cool.
Well,
that's what I was saying.
Yeah, he is not cold. That is for damn sure.
He's a little bit cold. He's a little bit cold.
Well, considering he shot himself right afterwards, he's dead now.
Wow. Unfortunate.
No, I think him killing himself is actually perfect because then now he's not going to be on camera anymore. And that fucker actually went ahead and did that shit on Facebook. He posted that he recorded his shooting.
Interesting.
He went on his own Facebook and he put the video up and shows him walking up to the reporter and the cameraman interviewing another lady.
Yeah.
And while they're completely ignoring his presence, being professional, doing their jobs, he points the gun at them, and it almost looks like a first-person shooter, where you see the gun pointed right at the reporter, and he pulls it down. And then she makes a glance at him and makes eye contact with him, and looks back. The moment she breaks eye contact, pop, 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 pop on her. Turns the rest into the cameraman.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's all on camera.
Oh my god!
And he posts this shit on social media.
That is fucking nuts.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow. Ridiculous.
Wow. Well, you know what I can. The only thing I could say about that just pops right into my head is lack of education. Lack of education. You know what? I don't. Wow.
Yeah. Apparently, this was in Virginia.
Yeah, and that not even upsets me. That makes me more concerned. I have family in Fredericksburg.
Do you?
Yes. Here's
what I'm going to do, and this is important to me. And I do apologize to the audience there. I know that this is a funny podcast, and you listen to us just be drunken dumbasses. But I want to take a moment of silence for the first time on the show that actually matters. This guy, whose name I'm not going to say because his name's all over the internet and everything else. No, we're not going to talk about him right now. I want to say 2 things that actually really matter, and that's the names of the victims.
Yeah,
who were just doing their jobs.
Yeah,
I want to read their names, and afterwards, Bryant and I are going to take a moment of silence and take a drink for the first time in a long time that matters.
Yeah.
This moment of silence is to Allison Parker and Adam Ward. So yeah,
fair enough.
That's to them.
Yeah,
the victims matter more than the criminals.
Yeah, that's quite a fucking story. That's quite a fucking story.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
but I know that it's kind of hard to move from something that heavy
into movie news.
Into movie news.
It wasn't that hard.
It wasn't that hard. You did a good job. I'm going to go ahead and bring up on the weekend of August to the 28th to 30th.
Nice.
First place again. You know what? Fuck this. I've been talking all night, Bryant. I'm gonna give you the honors.
Here, let me see this thing over here. What is this? A Samsung Galaxy tablet?
It's a tablet, sir. Yes, it's a tablet. I handed you a tablet.
Alrighty, everybody.
That was sweet.
Wow. On week 3, Straight Outta Compton is still up on top. They made.
Are you surprised? Really? That movie's fantastic. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
Do it. You know what? You love doing the drive-in.
Yes, I really enjoy drive-ins. I don't know why people don't enjoy drive-ins as much as I do. I could go ahead and bring beer, but at the same time,
I'm a strange hippie that enjoys my my carless life right now. But you know what? Anytime you want to go, and you don't have anyone to go with you, give me a call.
All right, fair enough.
We'll go grab some beers.
Thank you.
I'll bring a beer for you.
I'll bring the beers.
I'll bring the beers.
I'll bring the beers.
And the
that's a freaking Mr. Deeds. When his dad,
oh yeah,
good rhyme.
Good rhyme.
Yeah. So Straight Outta Compton is number one this week. Their budget was 28 million. They are at a total gross of 134 million. Doing a great job. Great fucking job. Those guys deserve it though. Tell you the truth. Next on number 2, War Room.
War Room. I've heard this movie was really good. I don't even know what the fuck it is.
I've never even heard of this myself, but they made 11 million point 3.
The only thing I know about it is supposedly it was a slightly religious-ish movie.
Oh, that's right. It was about a religious upbringing in an area to go ahead and combat against negativity in such a way.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but that's actually awesome that this is doing so well.
No major names, no major actors. It's
yeah. The funny thing is I have actually never seen like Left Behind or the movie that had gosh darn it, the firefighter for the father. He had one of the from Growing Pains. It was the youngest son.
I talked to you about last week's episode about Kevin Sorbo. Kevin movie.
Kevin Sorbo.
The one where he was a teacher. It's like what was it? God's Not Dead.
Okay.
He plays a professor who's all like angry about like, oh no, you have to sign a document saying that there is no God in order to be in my class. It's like, wow. Dude, Hercules is a dick.
Yeah, ain't it?
Which I actually can prove exactly why he's a dick. In the movie, he's wearing the goatee. In the TV series, the goatee Hercules was the doppelganger bad guy. I kept pointing that out, and no one wanted to hear me on this shit. Anyways, continue.
So War Room. That's awesome that it's doing so well. It is on its first week, and it made 11 million point 3, and the budget was 3 million.
So that's a profit already.
Yeah.
It's good to get a profit on the first week.
That's amazing. Number 3, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
Still haven't seen it.
On its 5th week.
Well, you know what? That's what we should do. You have seen that. You haven't seen Compton. I have seen Compton. I had not seen Rogue. We should do a double feature for that.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yes. That'd be amazing. This is the sound I make when I poop.
The budget for Rogue Nation was actually 150 million. This week it made 8.1 million, but the total gross of the entire thing is 170 million point 2.
Groovy.
Yeah. So they are now making 20 million over budget. So yeah. Very, very cool.
Good. They can afford Tom Cruise.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost. He's like 80 million, I think. Isn't he?
Really?
No, he's 40 million. He's like 40 million.
40 million for Tom Cruise?
Yeah, like him, Vin Diesel, and like a few others are like. There's a list that came out that was actually like the highest paid actors in the world.
Wow. We're going to have to look at that.
Yes, we are.
Well, we're going to have to look at that. That's very interesting. Number 4, No Escape. I actually have not heard of this myself, but
I can't recall it either.
This sounds like something that is most likely a horror movie. Horror, like No Escape, kind of just gets to me with the pricing as well. It's 8 million point 1, and they don't have a budget. It's first week and a total gross. That's interesting that it has 10.1 million of total gross, but this weekend it made No Escape. It made 8.1. So it must have come out last week in the middle. And number 5, Sinister 2 is still on the top 5. That's amazing.
That's not too bad. I'm okay with this.
Yeah. It is on its second week. The total gross is 10 million. And the total gross is 18.5 million. So they went ahead and made 18.5 in total. And their budget was 10 million. to go ahead and make it. Wow, that's pretty fucking amazing. But this week they only made 4.6. So, I mean, they've already beat budget. That's great. And to the producers or directors that went ahead and made the movie, I'm freaking compliment you guys going ahead and, beating over budget. Other than the Pixel movie.
Can't complain about that.
Because I know you loved that Pixel movie.
No.
No? No, you didn't like it?
Didn't see it. No, I didn't see that shit.
And we'll just go ahead and give you the names of number 6 and 7. The man from Uncle and Hitman Agent 47. So those guys are still on the top 7. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh yeah, well we'll definitely need to go ahead and go see some movies, man. That I'll go ahead and show that later. But actually, I'll tell you guys right now something that I just caught my eye. Number 9 is Jurassic World.
Still hanging?
They are in week 12, and they made They just made $3 million, and it went in change to plus 207%. They are still making money.
Can I just add on one thing there? There's a movie that came out with Zac Efron that came out. It's its first week right now. Called "We Are Your Friends."
Interesting. I've never heard of it.
It has an unclaimed budget, but it only made $1.7 million on its first weekend.
Okay.
Beaten by War Room, which made $11 million.
Huh.
It has Zac Efron, who's a fairly decently known actor. He's apparently not big enough to bring the names, huh?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Names shouldn't bring movies.
I agree with that. I'm glad to hear you say that, because too many people think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, names shouldn't bring movies. Stories should bring movies.
Stories and cinematography should definitely bring movies.
So, let's go ahead and rate the beer.
Let's do it. This beer is good. I'm done. That's all I have to say. I like this beer.
Oh, yeah?
I got nothing else to really add to it.
The Belching Beaver, everybody. Belching Beaver Brewery, Great Lay, LEI. These were actually at the price of, it was 15 total. What was 15 times 2?
Money.
I mean, 15 times 2. 15 divided by 2.
Math.
Yep. So it was about $7 each.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, which is pretty good. And honestly, I would love to have another one of these.
Yeah.
And
we should swing by afterwards and grab 12 more.
Oh, that'd be fucking awesome. And I really enjoy that it was 6.60 alcohol by volume. It was really nice. The flavor was very nice. What would you give it on flavor?
Flavor, I'm going to give this one a good hard 7.
Nice. I'm going to go ahead. Excuse me, I'm putting the bottle down there. I'm gonna go ahead and give that. I'm honestly gonna give it. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Give it an 8. Okay.
I'm gonna give it an 8. How was the smell?
Smelled fantastic. It had a very fruity smell, very pineapple, a little bit of mango almost. Very tropical. Very tropical.
Yeah.
And you could almost get a little hint of the coconut with not only the taste but the smell.
Okay. So what would you give that?
I'd give that one. You know what? I'd give that one an 8 because I don't really get that caught off by the smell.
Very nice.
I like it.
Oh my, we're getting high numbers on this one.
Yeah, we are.
And personally, I would go ahead and give that a 5. I didn't really smell anything.
No,
it was more on a taste for me.
Well, someone punched your nose out recently. So.
Exactly, and I have asthma and I have allergies.
Hey,
so,
yeah, and you're ugly.
What? No, so I don't count on that one. But so how about drinkability?
Oh, mine. I had to slow myself down, so I still had some through the rest of the podcast. It was. I mean, I'm gonna admit, for how drinkable it is, it's strong.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bit.
I think it's because of how fast. I also drank it very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You at this point still probably have like a quarter beer usually. You're gone. You're empty.
Yeah, that is the crazy thing. So what would you give it, sir?
I'm going to give this one a 6.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to give this one an 8.
Okay.
Yeah. I drank this so fast. Just that pineapple flavor. That the aftertaste of that pineapple flavor was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you burped?
I have. I wasn't impressed. I'm going to give this one like a... it did have a little fruitiness and I have a little aftertaste to it. I give it a 4.
Okay. All right. So I will, honestly, I actually will give it the same because I burped and it wasn't anything crazy.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and add things up here.
Blah, 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 blah.
I will give that a 7.
7?
Yeah, I will give that a 7. That was a lot of high
That's
scores.
Pretty high. That's pretty high. It's
this beer,
second highest beer we've had.
Yeah. So thank you,
Belching Beaver.
Yes, Belching Beaver, the Belching Beaver Brewery, Great Lay Pineapple Colada Indian Pale Ale.
And I think I'm a little biased. I love pineapple and I love coconut.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I don't really care much for like pina coladas or a colada in general.
I love it.
I do like pineapple, but I didn't really taste the pineapple, so it was more of the sweetness aftertaste.
Yeah, it was really good. And for an IPA to have sweetness and work,
yeah, it was a compliment. It completely complimented the IPA. So fucking A. So that went ahead and got us a nice 7.
And enjoy these ratings for now, because in just a couple months' time, we're going to have to move these ratings onto our YouTube channel. We're going to be rating our beers on YouTube instead, and we're going to drink them here and talk about on YouTube.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
so
cool.
You guys will get an entertaining little fast-paced, little short and sweet clip. Because I've noticed a lot of these ratings and reviews for beers on YouTube, they're all like, and when they sniff them, they're like, hang on. They spend like a good couple.
My hair is flying into your nostrils.
They spend like a couple minutes sniffing the beer, and then they say what they think. And then they sip it, and they sip it, and they sip it, and then they say what they think. You know what? You're not going to get that from us. You can get a short, quick, brief, fun review of each beer we drink on each podcast.
Definitely. There it is.
So stay tuned to that, and definitely go hit us up on that. Before we end the night, though, I do want to read off a list to you. We spoke about it briefly a moment ago.
Okay.
The actors, the top paid actors.
Shit. Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to go really quick through this, but number 10 is Mark Wahlberg at $32 million.
He's the top?
No, he's number 10.
Oh, shit.
$32 million is Mark Wahlberg right now.
$32 million.
$32 million
American dollars.
American dollars.
Fuck me, dude.
At number
I'd
9,
let him
though.
Fuck me for $32 million.
At number 9, though, is someone you would not think is at the same level of Mark Wahlberg. Will Smith is at $32 million a movie as well.
Oh, wow. That didn't surprise me.
No? You don't think so?
It actually didn't surprise me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But right above that is our ever-so-loving former Batman, Christian Bale, at $35 million a movie.
Yeah, Christian Bale.
Christian Bale definitely moving on up.
Christian Bale.
And surprisingly, keeping the Batmans even, we got Ben Affleck at $35 million as well.
Really?
Yeah, we got a Battle of the Bats going on, man.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming at all.
I kind of do, because it's not so much about the movies he's been in, it's the movies he's directed.
Okay.
He's directed some good movies.
Interesting.
But next with him at number 6 is Liam Neeson at $36 million.
Really?
Ra's al Ghul makes more than freaking Batman, man.
Well, I did not see that coming at all.
But an actor who actually hasn't had a whole lot of history in it, it pays to be in Marvel, I guess is all I'm going to say right here. Chris Hemsworth.
Really?
$37 million a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
He's not even that good.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's good, but he's not that good.
He's good, but he's not that good.
But at least our favorite Oscar hopeful, Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, definitely.
$39
million a movie.
Hell yeah, Leo. You haven't won an Oscar, but you're fucking
that man's
like
nightmare is like pure gold.
Hell yeah.
That's all he dreams about is gold.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
But making a hell of a jump is Bradley Cooper, Rocket fucking Raccoon.
Really?
$46 million a movie.
Wow.
It's getting to the point.
Shit.
It's getting to the point we're not going to see these people in movies, except for this guy. This guy who is smart. He's in every fucking movie in the fucking planet.
Yeah.
Dwayne fucking Rock Johnson. 52. And because I've been saying it, fucking $52 fucking million a movie.
Really?
And as many movies as that man is in right now.
Yeah. He probably just doesn't do them at that price.
No, he does. But he also has charities. He pays for his family, his parents and his family. He pays for them, his grandparents. So that was number 2. Who do you think for number 1 in the world is?
Samuel Jackson?
Nope. Not even on this list.
Natalie Portman.
Not even on this list.
Let's see. Oh, not Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. at $75 fucking million.
Holy
a movie.
Holy shit.
To go from such an addiction to suddenly being I'm fucking Iron Man, and he's not even acting in that movie. They just give him a suit of armor.
Yeah,
he is fucking Iron Man. He is fucking.
He's just acting like himself.
$75 million a flick.
There it is.
I mean, Jesus H. Jiminy Freedy Christ, Jiminy Cricket.
Fucking A. That's a lot of fucking money.
That's a lot of fucking money. I need to go see if he wants to be on the podcast.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes, Robert, and he'll go ahead and just throw some bills.
Hey,
here's my change.
So, hey, do you mind like getting that studio for us? Because then we can have you down, and that way you can actually park your Rolls Royce there. Yeah,
there it is.
All right,
there it is.
Cool.
Yeah, awesome. Be all nonchalant about it.
See you in 4 months. All right, cool.
You sound like Prince. All right, just like completely nonchalant.
You gotta love the girl. Anyways, audience, I think that's about all we got time for this week. I can't talk. Yeah. But for those of you who listen to this podcast, thank you for listening to us again. For those who are new, thank you for finding us.
Yes.
And risking and listening all the way through to one of our What the Fuck podcasts.
Exactly.
But we are on every single format, You're listening to us, But what you don't know is we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Vine, you name it.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly,
subscribe, rate, review. We love you. We love every part of you. We love every orifice of you.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes.
It's kind of sexy.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
We will love you in every way you want to be loved.
Yes.
But as always, I'm Christian.
I'm Bryant.
May the awesomeness be with you.
Bye.